떠나가겠지. 나는 혼자 남아.
Now I'll tell you the truth. They are not all singers. They are all comedians.
Wow.
Which performance did you so most?
구독과 좋아요.
안녕하세요, 메디컬보이스입니다. 저는 이비인후과 전문이고요. 압구정로데오에서 노래하시는 분들의 발성 재활을 주로 진료하고 있습니다. 예전에 제가 그 뮤지컬스타를 리뷰하는 영상을 올렸었는데요. 이번에 뮤지컬스타 5를 진행하면서 이번 영상도 리뷰해달라는 요청을 많이 받았습니다. 그런데 이 예전 포맷을 그대로 진행하면 조금 재미가 없을 것 같아서 이번에는 미국에서 활동하시는 뮤지컬 코치분을 모셨습니다. 그래서 이분에게 한국에서 굉장히 유명한 뮤지컬 영상들이 있다. 그래서 이 영상들을 보시고 한번 감상을 말해주실 수 있냐? 라고 여쭤봤더니 이제 흔쾌히 그러겠다고 말씀을 해주셨어요. 그래서 처음에는 뮤지컬스타 5 영상들로 진행을 하려고 했는데 아무래도 이분이 뮤지컬스타를 알지 못하는 분이다 보니까 뮤지컬스타에서 좋은 반응이 있었던 영상들을 보여드리는 게 더 나을 것 같다고 생각을 해서 김광현 배우님의 영상을 하나 넣고 나머지는 이전 시즌의 영상들로 구성을 했습니다. 그래서 앞에 김광현 배우님의 영상과 쥐롤라, 곽지모더를 배치하고 마지막에 김민준 배우님의 피글렛을 보여드리는 것으로 구성을 했습니다. 있는 그대로의 날것의 반응을 담았기 때문에 그런 부분을 감안해서 재밌게 봐주셨으면 좋겠습니다.
구독과 좋아요.
So I'm gonna show you some videos trending in Korea, and it is some content series that some people are singing musical numbers. It is originally performed during COVID-19 pandemics to bring hope to people in Korea. And I remember you similar thing before
Yep.
with guitar.
That's right. I did a prayer.
I'll show you some of the contents, and what you have to do is just say me your thoughts briefly. Can you introduce yourself to Korean people briefly?
Yeah, sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Justin Stoney. I'm the founder of New York Vocal Coaching in New York City. I'm a voice teacher, vocal coach. I train singers that are beginners all the way up to professionals. Taught Broadway people of many different shows, and people in the pop and rock kind of world as well, TV and film. So a lot of people doing great things. I just love to help.
Okay, so maybe some of them will be familiar to you, but some of the songs are created in South Korea. So this is first one.
그대는 어쩌면 그렇게 해맑을 수 있는지 나처럼 가랐는데 그대 어쩌면 그렇게도 눈 부실 수 있는지 당신의 그 환한 빛만큼씩 내 맘에 붙어서 뗄 수가
I loved that. That was a treat. I mean, this singer is fantastic, awesome baritone, the vibrato, like flawless. And I don't speak Korean. I'd like to learn some,
Mhm.
but I felt like I could understand that story watching the commitment to the emotion and to the text. I mean, I feel like I understood.
Mhm.
So that was cool.
Okay. Thank you for your thoughts, and I'll show another video. And I think you will know this song. Oh, you know, The Land of Lola from Kinky Boots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me show you.
무엇을 상상하든지 난 그 이상이지 내가 보여줄 테니 입 다물고 감상해봐 이렇게 부드러운 살결 내 몸을 반할걸 나는 자유 나는 욕망 나 모순적인 그대 환상 올라 긴장하지 마 자기야 자기는 여기 구경하러 왔지? 난 구경 당하러 왔어 그럼 우리 둘 다 행복하잖아? 손을 잡아 Welcome to the land of
So, how was it
Very
compared
good.
to Broadway performance?
Yeah, that's comparable. I think, yes, this is a fun performance. I mean, I like this person giving so much different color to the voice, going really dark, then going really bright, really playing with those colors. Obviously, the belt way up top is super strong and rocking, and then distortion and all kinds of texture like that. Makes it a lot of fun.
구독과 좋아요.
Okay, next. You may know this song. How do you rate it? No,
Well, you could say Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
If
right?
you say it in French, it's Notre Dame de Paris.
Oh, you're good at French, right? Okay.
I speak a little bit. Duolingo. That's what it's all about.
Oh, let me show this one.
많은 세월이 흐른 뒤 그들은 찾겠지 그러하는 채 썩어간 두 사람의 뼈를 나의 피와 살을 뜯거라 어둠의 독수리여 시간과 죽음을 넘어 하나가 되도록 춤을 춰요 에스메랄다 노래해요 에스메랄다 내 품에서 잘 자요 죽도록 그댈 사랑해 춤을 춰요 에스페랄다 노래해요 에스페랄다
Whoa, whoa. That was crazy. So good.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the hardest things to do as a singer is to inhabit the emotion and to really make sure that you're connected. And what a challenge in this scene to be grieving and mourning. And this guy is blending crying with singing. And even like you hear just like like vibrato even that sounds like a gasp, like a moan, like a cry, and a masterful job at blending emotion with singing. So I'm very impressed.
Okay, so I'll show a last video, and it is an original song from Korea, and it is a musical which are made with Korean traditional song called Pansori. So it will be fun.
소리가 뭐길래 여기까지 걸어왔나 모두가 내 곁을 떠나고 언젠가는 너만의 세상을 찾아서 떠나가겠지. 나는 혼자 남아 못 다 이룬 꿈을 뒤돌아본다. 눈으로 보이지 않아도 세상 향해 뼛속 깊은 하늘 토해내 소리를 질러 사무치게 씹어 나를 원망하던 깊어질 소리 필요하단 걸 사무치는 시간 아니 쌓일 시간 그때 알아.
So this was last performance. How do you see the performance?
Wow. Oh my, this is another amazing performance. This gentleman obviously is walking the line between making really clear, beautiful tone and then again bringing that emotion and that breakdown. And what I loved about this is that there's one point where he has distortion to the voice, but it's not because he's raspy. You know, he can sing so clean and yet just deliver that distortion when he wants to color it with a little bit more emotion. And then you have that full emotional breakdown there at the end. This is a powerful performance vocally and emotionally.
Okay, thank you for your song. So now I'll tell you the truth. They are not all singers. They are all comedians.
Wow.
You see the dolls acting in front of them. Like,
Yeah, I did think that that was very strange, I must admit. Yeah, I thought these guys are really, really into those dolls. You know, they're like having a breakdown. It's like, I
so
think you can find a real woman, you know. I thought they were real musical theater singers because, again, with theater, there's so much else going on with the characters and the emotion and the storytelling. Also, like with Broadway, sometimes they hire big celebrities who might not even be like a great singer, but they're well known and they are pretty good and they put a lot of emotion into it and everybody loves it. Like it could have been that. They could have cast in a Korean Broadway show and sold lots and lots of tickets because everybody wants to see that famous comedian in the show singing. you know, and then they did a respectable job. Yeah, I have no way of knowing if it's, you know, a pro or an amateur or a celebrity. I have no way of knowing. When we talk about Broadway and musical theater, right, it's not always about having the most perfect, pristine voice in the world. You could have a perfect voice and it's not going to fit right for the theater because it's so much more than that. We need a good sounding voice, yes, but more it's about delivering the emotion and telling the story. And so from watching this, I have no way to know that these are not professionals in Korea. I mean, some of those performances were very powerful and very beautiful.
Oh,
I would say the first performance actually impressed me the most.
oh,
So this is a comedian too?
yes, he's comedian, but actually he was a musical major.
Ah, see, I knew there had to be some trick to it. Yes. Yeah. So he didn't just learn how to sing in 3 months. I didn't think so. He, to me, had the most polish
Ah,
to the voice while still being very connected to the emotion.
oh,
He just sounds the most professional while delivering the emotion. And so the others are great. The second one was a lot of fun. That's very
Yeah.
entertaining. The third one, you know, he put the most emotion into it and had a very difficult task of mourning for this woman, you know, and crying basically the whole time. So that's very challenging. And the fourth one was also quite good. Just if you're asking me which one was the most impressive, for me it was number one, and that was the reasons why. That is brilliant. That is brilliant. And this gentleman gives us all something to learn from.
oh,
In New York City, on our staff at New York Vocal Coaching, we have a Broadway professional named Arbender Robinson. He's done 12 Broadway shows. He's an amazing teacher and guy. And one of his number one tips that he always shares with students is if there's something that goes wrong with your voice and you feel like you can't hit it for some reason, to make it into an acting moment.
mm,
Use the emotion, and the audience will probably never even know. And that's what this guy did, because we all have this problem as singers of, oh, I gotta sound good, I gotta sound good. Oh, the note isn't right, it didn't come out right. I'm so embarrassed. Oh, what if you never had to worry about that?
mm.
What if every time something felt like it was gonna go wrong, you turn it into the emotion? He did that. And it worked out. It's
Oh.
a great tip. This guy did a great job with that.
Also, he was using Broadway technique, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because remember this, with Broadway, these singers are singing 8 shows per week
Oh,
for months and years. You don't always come to the theater feeling great. You might have a cold. You might have allergies. You might have stayed up too late the night before. Something is not at 100%. Of course, it can't be a disaster. But if you sound really good and you use the emotion, you can give a great performance even when you're not feeling good.
so really, I
Glad.
appreciate about sharing your thought about these videos.
Fine, fine. It was a pleasure to watch these videos, to hear these singers, and to learn that these were not professionals, but comedians who were able to teach us something. That if you sing pretty well and you deliver the emotion, you can give an incredible performance. But I just want to share something that I work with Broadway people, and just because they're on Broadway doesn't mean that they think that they're good. A few days ago, I had a brand new Broadway singer come, and she's been in a lot of stuff. She's pretty well known. And it was her first lesson with me. And why she came is because she felt so bad about everything she was doing. Audiences love her, directors love her, big career is happening, but she's in her head saying, oh, I sound so bad. Oh, I'm awful. Oh, what am I going to do? You'd think that she was a beginner because she had such criticism, self-criticism. And one of the ways that we help bring her out of that is start naming those things that you do like about your voice. Start looking at what is going well and make that your starting point. Don't come at your singing and say, I've got all these problems, what's wrong with me? That's not going to work so well. You got to come at your singing and say, I like this, I like that, I'm beautiful, I can do all of these good things already. Now let me see what I can do better. So I'm glad that I could say positive things, but it's really so important when we talk about singing, because too many people would be out there singing if they didn't say, I'm bad, I'm bad, I'm bad. So it's my pleasure.
If I think positive thinking to my voice, then also my sing get better, I think.
You are so right, Song. When we have a positive mindset, our voices actually get better faster than when we have a negative mindset. And if I can only ask one favor of your viewers, think of one thing that you like about your voice. It doesn't matter if you're a basic beginner or you're a professional. Make sure that you can think of one thing that you love, one thing that you're grateful for about your voice. It will go a long way.
Okay. Think this will help a lot of singers in Korea, I think. Okay.
I'm glad.
So thank you for joining me today. And I think they will love the video. So I hope I'll have a chance to invite you again in future. Thank you.
I would love to be back. Thank you for having me. And keep doing what you're doing. God bless.